Hello everyone, welcome back to another FSD supervised video. So this is my first impressions for, and this is release note version 12.5.4. Here we go. And it comes with also actually Smart Summon. If you haven't seen my summon video, please hit the video link at the top of the screen right now and you'll watch it. It was pretty interesting. Right off the get-go, we're going to engage FSD. It's not really going anywhere, so I'm going to give it a tap here on the accelerator. Wow, it's really struggling to get out of this parking spot. Anywho, it just went out. No connectivity. Interesting, eh? Um, Seems like we're just having a little bit of network issues. I don't anticipate this is going to take a long time. So we are in fall right now in Calgary, so you can see a lot of leaves on the ground. Um, I don't think it's going to do a big difference here with our drive. This route is a modified new route that I'm going to be taking for my first impressions videos from now on. So what this entails is, let me try and get this. Yeah, so we can see the whole map. So there's a series of right and left turns that we have, and then there's going to be a highway section, and then we're going to park in a parking area, and we're going to test our parking abilities. So auto park, parallel parking, and reverse parking, and forward parking, hopefully in the future. Um, yeah. So what triggered this is that I wanted to kind of incorporate the whole suite of highway stack, city streets, and parking, and all these capabilities into one first impressions video whenever a new version comes down, so or drops. So there you go, folks. So coming up to a full stop over here. Now it's our turn, so we should be able to go. Perfectly executed, no issues there. All right, so we are coming up to our fall here is very short in Alberta, Canada. Typically, it takes around a couple of weeks or 3 weeks, and then we'll start seeing our first snow. Interesting here scenario. We've got a pedestrian crossing on over there, as you can see on the street. Very slow pace. I wonder if we're going to actually stop for them, and it seems like we are. So FSD is acknowledging that there's a pedestrian that's crossing, and we should be able to go right now. Perfect. I would do the same kind of maneuver or behavior in this driving. A lot of leaves flying by over here, not really affecting FSD. Let me modify my route over here. Get us going to the next one. 30-kilometer playground zone over here. Not really honoring it, but below 40 over here, so I'm kind of comfortable with this. I am testing auto speed, or just at 40 here, which is literally the passing speed limit for playground zones. Pedestrian crossing again without a crosswalk, and the cars honoring them, slowing down for them until they have a safe distance between us and the car. Uh, yeah, what I wanted to say is that yeah, please hit like and please subscribe to my channel and please hit the notification button. We're starting to get closer to the snow season, and you're gonna see some of my snow videos drop. Very slow behavior over here. I think that was just because of that van that had the door open, but I could be mistaken. Okay, we're coming up here to an unprotected left turn. Unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of cars coming in from the other side. But this tends to get a little bit busy at rush hour. So we've got the solid green light over here. We have a car coming in from the other side. They are signaling to turn right, so the car does actually just continue on. Um, Big boost here, so we've got auto speed on, and you can see we are at 75 kilometers per hour, and it's doing the same thing like it does in the previous version of FSD version 12.5.1, I think, or 3 that we were previously on this car, not the hardware 3 car. it still goes 15 over and speeds a lot. Now we shouldn't be coming up to a stop here, so I'm going to tap the accelerator. This isn't a right behavior because this is a merge, and we should be able to merge in a lane over here. Okay, so we should be able to cut across all three lanes over here, and let's see how well it's going. I'm going to just apply some torque into the wheel here, and it's creating this gap between the two cars next to me. I'm anticipating that it's going to signal and squeeze itself between them. Yeah, that's exactly what it was trying to do. So this is a perfect way of executing this lane change. So we do witness here some lane dancing behavior in the previous version of version 12.3.6. It seems like 12.5 kind of resolved that. Um, that used to be very annoying, and I'm very glad that the Tesla AI team actually acknowledged that issue and fixed it. So um, very good. Very happy with that. We've got the green flashing light, no hesitation at all with accelerating and taking off at this traffic light. And let's see the boost over here. We are at 70 our speed limit, and the car does go quite over, like 10 over the speed limit. So yeah, not not really bad, but also still a little bit on the aggressive side because we are driving 20 over the speed limit right now. So that's not very desirable. Flashing green light over here. No hesitation again. Very happy with the performance here on these flashing green, advanced green lights, let's say. So the other thing we have is now we have active monitoring with the sunglasses on. So pretty happy with that update. The last video that I've done without the sunglasses ability, um, it was quite brutal to be honest. It was a very sunny day. Let's modify the route over here. So right now in this FSD profile, we are on average. So as I was saying that, it did notice that the car in front of us is driving quite slow, and it overtakes it. And very nice overtaking maneuver, like I have to say, it anticipated that and worked well with the gap that we have in front of that car. Okay, coming up over here, this is a yield. Okay, clear, and it does that in very smooth manner and does not stop like it did at that other yield where I had to intervene. Okay, so we are coming up to a little bit of a construction zone over here. We should be limiting our speed here to 50. It does slow down just a bit over here. Let's see, like look at the way the trajectory is. It's actually going over the yellow lines, to be honest. Yeah, I wonder if this is a good thing or not. Please let me know in the comments below if you approve of that or not. And squeezing itself right next to that truck where it was encroaching a little bit to our lane. That was a little bit of an uncomfortable situation. I yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I would I would have disengaged in that scenario. but it was just a hair a little bit uncomfortable. Cruising along on a very comfortable speed limit over there. We're at the speed's at 60, the auto speed's set at 68, going down a little bit here on this curve to 65, let's say. A very comfortable drive, no complaints at all. Let's see how the merge onto the highway goes. So it's picking the right exit over here. So we are going south. So it's going to head straight down over the bridge, and make the off ramp to the highway. This is a closing lane, so it should actually indicate to. There we go, and it puts the indicator just a little bit too early. In the release notes for the roadmap, they do say that I think for the one for the Cybertruck, actually 12.5.5, it says that they are going to improve the lane changing and make it earlier than that. So that'll make things a little bit more less stressful for the driver um, when FSD is doing the right move, changing lanes far behind before we actually get to an intersection or so on. Very nice speed here on this curve and off ramp, let's say. Curious to see here, and yes, we are accelerating to a good speed over here. So it's picking around 90. There's no speed limits around us, so and the map data does say it's 60, so that's pretty reasonable. I would go a little bit faster than this just to be able to find a gap on the left hand side when we're merging in to traffic. I don't know if FSD is picking it up, but behind us, there we go. We can see there's a few cars lining up behind us. So I'm hoping we'll be able to cut across right in front of them. And there's the indicator, and there's the car on the side repeater that you can see. The car does actually make way for us. They're being a little bit nice. Now it detects a max of 120. Our speed limit over here is 100, so I don't know where it's picking that up from, and that corrects itself right now to a max 100. Let me know, folks, if you want a little bit more of an intense highway drive. I can certainly deliver on that. We all know that highway stack end to end is coming up soon, so they are going to be revising the highway stack for version 12.5. That'll be interesting to compare with what we have currently right now. But this highway is fairly a new highway that is not under the navigate on autopilot stack. So it does treat it as city streets, and it does pretty good. But it's just it's not the true end-to-end highway stack that we were promised. Picking the right exit over here, going on the off ramp. There's a little bit of a difficult maneuver over here just when we go off this ramp and we start merging into the street. Tends to have a lot of traffic, and it's quite a quick merge. So let's see how FSD performs over here. There's not much traffic here on the merge, so it does actually perform very naturally. It's a very smooth drive. It should take here the next lane, and it does so very rightfully so. So we have an exit coming up, not this one, the one after that, where we're gonna practice our parallel and perpendicular parking, and we'll see if there's any changes there. And there's the flashing green light, and we get into the correct lane over here. Okay, so I will end my FSD over here, and then let's see if we can actually let's see if it detects these perpendicular parking or angled parking spots over here. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, so as you can see, we have angled parking on our right hand side over here, but it doesn't seem to detect them. So we can't really actually use that as a parking test. Hopefully, in next versions, we'll be able to test that, and hopefully, it works out. Okay, let's start off over here with some. Yeah, that's not a. So those are not parkings. That's not a valid parking. It's for handicap. So let's try and do this one. This is a quite a tight spot over here. The animations are a little bit different now. You can really see the trail of the wheels where they're going to um, align themselves. I think this is partly because of Cybertruck getting the auto park and having the nicely done. That was quick, hey. So the gear selection is actually quite fast. Let's try uh, let's try another one. This time, let's pick a parking spot where there aren't any cars next to us, so we're not really helping it. So let's say this one over here. Yeah, and if you're someone like me, we use our car to transport our newborn as well, and we've got a stroller and everything. So we barely never park, use auto park because you're always parking backwards and you can't access the tailgate at all. So that's one thing. One thing that I'm looking forward for if we do get forward facing parking or auto park, that'll be extremely more useful for myself. And that was done very nicely done. So very happy with that. Okay, let's see over here. We're gonna try and find some perpendicular parking or parallel parking. Sorry. Parallel parking for me, or auto park for parallel parking. Let's say in this spot over here. I know this is not a spot that we should park in because it's the entrance, but I just want to demonstrate the auto park here. So it gets very close here to the car next to us. I find parallel parking to be a little bit more buggy, let's say. It does tend to reverse and go forward and adjust itself a couple of times until it's happy with the spot. Notice how the steering wheel turns once and then stops and then turns again. So it's not fairly confident as much as, yeah, we are going over the line over here as well. So, and we're getting very close to the car in front of us. As you can see, it's a couple of times where it goes back and forth until it is happy with its auto park capabilities. Okay, so there you go, folks. Now what we have left is, let me try and actually, um, yeah. So we are routed here, so I can just engage FSD right off from here and see if that works. I will give it a little bit more room just because I'm not comfortable with. Since FSD does not have reverse capabilities. Engaging FSD over here, again, the bug of not having it able to take off or from a parked position. Let's see if I give it a little bit of a tap. Does it do anything? Yeah, it's getting too close, and I'm not that comfortable with it, to be honest. So okay, engaging FSD from here. We'll see how it performs on those two roundabouts, and then we'll wrap up our test over here. So it chooses to go to the end of the parking lot over here. I mean, you can certainly take a shortcut and and not go through all this parking lot over here, but it's choosing a little bit more of the main, excuse me, main roads or bigger road that the versus the parking roads or streets. Let's see if it's actually gonna stop here. No, it doesn't stop, so that's great because there's no stop sign over here, so it should be able to just pass through. And confusion over here might be a little bit. No, actually, I don't know why it's going so slow. Maybe because the road is a little bit tight. It's possible. But yeah, I'm just used to driving a little bit faster here. But yeah, nevertheless, like this is a good speed to drive in a parking lot. I always remember the previous FSD versions, especially like version 11 or version 10, it used to just go rogue on parking lots. Okay, so it stopped a bit and then it just kind of went. It's picking the inner lane over here, inner left turning lane. I would say that was well done, maneuvering that parking lot. Again, if you folks are looking for buying a Tesla, please hit up my referral link. It'll be in the description down below. You'll get 1,300 Canadian off, or if you're American, you'll get 1,000 American dollars off your car purchase. And yeah, uh, if you want to support me, please hit like and please subscribe and share this video with your friends and family, and that will help me a lot grow my channel. A very big boost over there, especially because we're on a 40-kilometer speed road over here, but it did slow down quite quick after that. I wonder if that's just because it wanted to change lanes to this outer road over here. Not too sure. On our left hand side, that's the busy Costco parking lot. That's where I did my actually smart summon test. If you haven't watched that video, I've summoned my car from one point to another point in a very busy parking lot. Obviously, Costco is one of those candidates. So we're coming up here to our first roundabout. Let's see how it does. And yeah, it's changing lanes again. So we've got like we changed lanes 2 times or 3 times in the stretch. This car is stopping for us, but they're not supposed to. So FSD did a good job of just being cautious and stopping and yielding for them actually. So good job FSD. I would have done the same thing. Um, yeah, that would have caused a little bit of a issue if we weren't if FSD was not driving in a defensive manner. To be honest. And here's the second roundabout, and it does this very smoothly as well. And there we have it. That's the end of our first impressions. So overall, folks, it's very well polished. This update, I can see why they're rolling it out to masses right now. I think it's up there, the 80-90% percentile right now, and lots of folks have it. And yeah, the best part about this is you can use your sunglasses with active monitoring. I had minimal wheel nag, so I probably just once or twice. And yeah, that was. I'll follow this video up with highway testing and roundabout testing. I'll do my usual other testing, and hopefully we'll be seeing another few versions coming up soon. So hope you folks like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a nice day.